Hello, welcome back to my Sims 2 Uberhood. My name is Brianna Peppers, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. This is not going to be a family that we are used to seeing. This is not exactly a pre-made family. It's kind of a little household that I cobbled together. I had a poll asking who you wanted to see next in the Uberhood, and we actually got a fun combination of Crystal and Kaylynn Langerak, so you can see the two here. And you can tell by everything that we are currently in Strangetown. So we were about to go back to Pleasant View, but I decided, honestly, the best place for Crystal specifically was Strangetown, and I kind of liked the idea of having Kaylynn Langerak move to Strangetown, kind of like just have a change of scenery for her. And right now, this is not a house exactly, this is an apartment complex. I got this off of Mod The Sims. It's by creator Carver Jr. I'll try to remember to have the link down below. It was only uploaded to Mod The Sims this year, so it's relatively new. And I thought it was a cute idea. They have turned one of the houses that looked like the Grunt house into this apartment building. It's actually right across the street, as you can see here, this is General Buzz Grunt's house, and then that's just kind of an empty house. I debated deleting this house and replacing it with the apartment complex, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. So anyway, this is the Road to Nowhere apartments. This is the exterior. They have some workout machinery and a little, I don't know what they call this thing, an obstacle course thing for the military career. It's, bare bones, but it's pretty cute. What I'm excited to show you is the interior of Crystal and Kaylynn's apartment. That is going to be fun to show. It took me about 3 hours to do a full makeover, and I'm pretty happy with it. So going downstairs, they live on the first floor, and there are 4 total apartments. We just got into this apartment, so I don't know. Okay, so we have some neighbors. We have the Futas, the Tellermans, and the Hogans. So we'll get to meet the neighbors shortly. Those are all just townies. This over here is the apartment. Let's see how I want to do this. We'll do like a tab tour possibly. Oh, let's turn the lights on. Okay, so when you first come into the apartment, there is a ceiling. Hold on. Okay, there is a ceiling. You first walk into the apartment. Crystal, I like to think, has lived in this apartment for a few years, probably several years, honestly. Just the fact that it's new to us is all. That's the only difference. So she's done a lot of customization to this apartment. She's painted the walls. She's decorated it to her tastes. And yeah, I think that it suits Crystal. How Kaylynn Langerak came to be her roommate, long story short, is Kaylynn really needed a change of pace. Here she is in all of her beauty. She needed a change of pace. She was tired of her dead-end relationships with, people like Dawn and Daniel. They just weren't going anywhere. She realized, she was in a, how shall I say nicely, she was in a pattern of, not good decisions, that's what we'll say, and she really needed to break that cycle for herself, and she's quit her job as a maid, mostly because I do have, the NPC job where she could continue to be a maid, but the game wouldn't generate her as a maid in other people's houses, so I kind of didn't feel like it was necessary. And being that Kaylynn's getting older, I'm pretty sure she's going to want to maybe find something else to do. She really wants to build a family, but that's enough about Kaylynn for now. We'll get back to her. I was supposed to be showing you a tour of the apartment, so this is pretty, standard. You walk in, there's stuff on the walls. I'm never gonna see these walls up whenever we're playing, so I didn't put too much. There is a mirror and a phone here. One of my favorite rooms in the apartment is the kitchen. So you come in, and it's a very modern kitchen in my opinion. I like to think that maybe the apartment kind of spruced up a bit before Crystal moved in, because I don't think that she would have been able to do all of this herself if she's just renting. Unfortunately, I think the table's kind of awkward of a placement, but that was the best I could get it for the time being. And a little dustpan with a broom. I thought that was cute. Coming over here, next room, this is the living area. This is probably my favorite room. I mean, I'm going to say that about all of them, aren't I? It's, again, not too much going on, but it's simple enough, but it's also, in my opinion, maximalist enough that I thought that it kind of suited my idea of Crystal Vu. So I found this teal color, and I really loved it, so I kind of just went with it. I might change the color of the curtains. I'm thinking now maybe a purple or an orange would suit this room. This is TV and stuff, kind of, your standard living room I like to put the string lights everywhere. Right outside the living area, they have an enclosed like balcony thing, and I put a bunch of plants out here, and I have these pots because I'll talk more about Kaylynn in a few minutes, but I changed her one true hobby to nature, and I wanted her to have somewhere that she could plant plants and and things like that. So that's that. And then we have at the end of the hall a bathroom. Unfortunately, I forgot to come in before I moved in this family to change like the doors and windows, so we're kind of just stuck with those for the time being. This is the bathroom, kind of like teal and orange. I think this is teal. If this isn't teal, I'm gonna be embarrassed, but I think it's teal. They have an ironing board, not functional, but it's there, and God, it's bright in here. And I liked the little touch for the two toothbrushes. Okay, and then coming in, this is Crystal's room. Crystal's room, I'm gonna say it, it's my favorite. Wow, it is an onslaught on your senses. I do apologize, but it's very bright. Blues and yellows. I need to put more things on the walls on the side, but again, the walls are always gonna be down because I play with half walls, so I wasn't too worried about it. And this is what it looks like. So the blue cover is just a decoration, I think. Yeah, so whenever she goes to sleep, it'll disappear, but it's cute for now. And she's got a little salt rock lamp. That's what those are called, right? Dresser, mirror, cactus. It's Strangetown, you have to have some cacti. And then next door, right back to where we just were, oop, the back of Kaylynn's head. This is Kaylynn's room, so she gets the smaller room because she just moved in. This is Crystal's apartment, but she was finding it difficult to keep up with the rent, and she posted an ad for a roommate, and Kaylynn responded, and Crystal really wanted a female roommate, so that's why Kaylynn is here, you know, to simplify things. And I don't know, I think it's kind of cute. Since I changed her one true hobby to nature, I kind of thought it suited her, that, you know, the orange and the green kind of ties in nicely. And this is her little makeover since we're already here. I didn't know she was going to be in this room, but this is what she's wearing. Now that I'm looking at it, the light, I think that this top is pink, and I thought that it was like a nude color, so I might change it, but overall I think she looks very nice. Let's go into live mode real quick. Oh, the walls. Okay, the walls have to go. Okay. So this is Kaylynn. She is a family sim. She is naturally blonde, but I decided to keep her dyed black hair. I just thought she's more recognizable this way. If I changed her to blonde hair, you know, I'm not used to that, and then I think that a lot of people who play Sims 2, at least not genetically correct Pleasant View, I'm sure they're used to seeing her this way. So yes, this is Kaylynn. She does not have a job. Like I said, she quit her job as a maid, but I like to think that she had some meager savings, and that is how she came to become Crystal's roommate, because she's going to help pay the rent, but that does mean she's going to need to get a new job very quickly, else they're not going to be able to afford rent. It's already Friday, because I had to change the date to Friday, so they have to pay their rent on Monday, and it's going to be 1,500 simoleons, so hopefully they can cobble that together, because it took all of Crystal's savings to, you know, decorate and furnish this apartment. Anywho, so right now Kaylynn wants to get a job in the architecture career, law enforcement, or oceanography. I did give her like a, what's it called, a college degree with the bat box, but I don't know, like I really don't see her in any of these careers, so I'm gonna have to ponder on that for a few. And you can also see here I locked in her want to have a baby because I am sadistic. She does not currently have any romantic partners. I mean, she does, but she doesn't at the same time. So the only person that she's currently in love with is Daniel Pleasant, and I may have talked about this a bit whenever I was playing with Daniel Pleasant, like ages ago, because he is remarried. Look at all these people that she hates. She's enemies with Mary Sue, she doesn't like Nina, she doesn't like Dina, or Lazo Curious for some reason. Anyway, she and Daniel kind of fell out of contact shortly after he and Mary Sue divorced. Daniel, I hate to say it, like, he didn't really love Kaylynn. She, you know, was just there. That's so bad, but Daniel is just, he's a man of convenience, and this woman came to his house every day, and at the time, Kaylynn was very young. She's still 20 days from becoming an elder. I aged her up quite a bit, but this still puts a pretty massive age gap between her and Daniel, and honestly Dawn a little bit too. Dawn is still a bit older than her. So it's kind of my headcanon that Kaylynn was young, she was naive, she thought that perhaps getting involved, you know, as a family sim, getting involved with these married men, well, engaged man in Dawn's case at the time, Maybe she thought that since, I don't know, I'm kind of putting this out of thin air, but maybe she thought that because they had already committed to one person, that she could have a semblance of the same thing. But, you know, like I said, she made some mistakes. Kaylynn is owning up to that. Nobody's perfect. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for her. Oh, and I also gave her a secondary aspiration. So I haven't really been doing this. I've mentioned this many times now in my past who knows how many videos, that I have not been giving people secondary aspirations, but I'm going to start doing that now because going into the autumn rotation, I'm going to start doing that for everyone. So I went ahead and gave Kaylynn and Crystal secondary aspirations using the secondary aspiration calculator, and sometimes like if I get a calculation that I don't think suits them, then I won't do it. But in this case, Kaylynn came out to be a secondary knowledge sim, and honestly, I think I'm okay with this. Judging from her personality, going back here again, in case you're not familiar with Kaylynn, she's very neat, she's very shy, active, serious, and nice. Something I did notice, however, about her personality was, it's probably very hard to see, you may not be able to see it in the video, but if you look very closely underneath each personality point, there is usually a very thin line. Probably harder to see because I have the pink UI, I do apologize. But, so this kind of indicates what their genetic personality is. And I noticed, looking at this once I moved Kaylynn in, that her genetic personality was actually different than what she had here. So I have to assume that Maxis must have come in after they created her with her basic Aquarius personality. They changed her personality and that they did not sync it to be her genetic personality. So I used the Sim Blender to do that. I don't want to go into too much detail on all that, but if you have any questions, just let me know. It's not too complicated to do that, to fix that, I mean, with Sim Blender. And like I said, she's now a nature sim. Oh, I didn't look at her turn-ons. Her turn-ons are currently great dancers with black hair, and she dislikes creative sims. I might have to change that. That doesn't make much sense, but that's enough on Kaylynn for now. We're going to move on to Crystal. Oh, Crystal's over here. Get off of that, my dear. I wanted to show off your new outfit. So Crystal is Crystal Vu. In case you're not familiar with Strangetown at all, she is a pre-made townie. Hold on. Now I'm realizing it's kind of hard to see things in this apartment. Okay, that's fine. I just need to look at you. Just let me look at you. There she is. Anyway, Crystal is a pre-made townie in Strangetown. She is, like, coded to have a romantic relationship with Laszlo. I believe they start the game with, like, crushes on each other, or at least Laszlo has a crush on Crystal. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since I started a fresh Strangetown. At the very least, they're friends, okay? That's all I know. But in my game, Crystal and Laszlo never, and I mean never, have chemistry. Like, it's either non-existent or it's, like, one bolt like this. So, and I'm pretty sure at the time when I was trying to, like, start this Uberhood and see who was going to wind up in relationships, I don't think that they were, like, even attracted to each other whatsoever. So I kind of just forewent that whole situation. And she never really got involved with anyone ever again. So if I look at her memories, her most recent memory of, like, having to do with the playable was becoming best friends with Vidkind. Looking at her friendships here, she is still best friends with Laszlo, but you can tell they've kind of fallen out of touch, especially now. They're both much older. Laszlo's married, he has a child and stepchildren, so he's got a lot going on. She's friends with Erin Monty. This is Antonio Monty's new wife. Loki Beaker, for some reason. They both are in the science career, so I guess that's how they know each other. Random townies that no one knows or cares about. Yeah, so that's all the people that she's friends with. I don't know what happened. She and Vidkind, I guess, maybe just fell out of contact, but they are no longer friends. So yeah, but otherwise, like I said, nothing romantic going on for her. Of all the people in the whole world that she has 2 bolts of chemistry with, it's Daniel Pleasant. Of course, because of course, but we're not going to go there. Crystal is naturally a fortune sim, and I gave her the secondary aspiration of knowledge as well. I really think that the fortune knowledge combination suits her. Like I said, at least the idea that I have. I think with Crystal being a townie and not that much lore, that you can kind of be led to your own conclusions about what you want her to be or to act like and all that good stuff. That's the beauty of the townies, am I right? So Crystal, in my mind, is a very aspirational sim in the way that she has big goals. Her lifetime want is to become a mad scientist. And I've mentioned this before, that when I see fortune, it doesn't always mean that they're just obsessed with getting as much money as possible. And combining her fortune aspiration with her knowledge aspiration, the fact that she's in the science career, I like to think that maybe she's really hell-bent on, like, you know, coming up with new patents and new projects and like wanting to be a team lead and kind of like getting her name out there. I think Crystal maybe wants to like I don't know much about science, but I think maybe she wants to like have a project, like I was saying, in her name. Something of that nature would be good for her. With all that being said, this is why I moved Crystal. Originally, she was just level 2 in the science career. I went ahead and moved her up to level 5 because I thought it was fitting for her age and her, you know, ambition and all that. Like I was saying, I aged up Kaylynn. I also aged up Crystal quite a bit. So she is 23 days from becoming an elder, which my Sims are adults for 40 days, if you did not know. So I feel like that's, you know, pretty good. She is not super young, but not super old either. She's still got quite a life left ahead of her. I thought about going in and seeing how old Laszlo Curious was to see like if I could just make them the same age, but I'm not too bothered with like Crystal being maybe a little bit younger than him. It's all made up anyway, so in the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. So finally, all that to say, this is their household and they're living together. They don't know each other super well yet. Kaylynn just moved in. They're, you know, gonna hopefully become friends at some point, and we're just gonna be two single girls living together and getting to know each other and hopefully becoming friends and working on careers and all that good stuff. I think that this could be fun to play. I mean, I think that it will be fun to play, but I'm just kind of liking the idea of the open-endedness of it, kind of just seeing what they do. Okay. And it's just not, these are not two Sims that I ever would have like paired in one household before, because anytime I've ever moved Kaylynn in the past, it's been because she like married someone and had their babies. But this is gonna be a fun side to see for Kaylynn. It's just like, oh, it's very bright, you know, young-ish and you know, on the prowl for love, and specifically a baby. Oh, and I didn't mention as well, Kaylynn's lifetime want is to reach golden anniversary, which means she needs to get married before she becomes an elder. We have 20 days to make this happen, so I feel like there just has to be someone out there for her. Wash your hands after that. The good news is Kaylynn is very high in skills, so she can like cook meals and stuff. Oh, I didn't even know I had some of these things. Roasted radish salad. I didn't even know I had these. I haven't played a sim with high cooking skill in a while. We're just gonna make some grilled cheese. Or she's gonna go write in her diary, that's fine too. So it's Friday. We started off pretty late in the day. I usually start around 7 or 8 a.m. on Fridays for this past round. But it was already like 11 a.m. when we came in because I spent a lot of time setting up this family. I came in off screen and got everything prepared. So it's a little bit after that. That's okay. Crystal, by the way, again, just forgetting things. Crystal's favorite hobby is fitness. Originally it was sports, but I was like, meh. I mean, like, I don't really see her being like a sports girly, but I could see her being like a little bit of a health nut. So like fitness seemed pretty fitting for her. And she already had pretty high enthusiasm, so I just moved it on over. You can use the Bad Box if you have that to reset their One True Hobbies. Obviously you can have a sim practice any hobby, but if you want them to be like, yeah, that's their favorite thing, then it doesn't hurt to use the Bad Box. Crystal's gonna come grab a grilled cheese. Something I think that could be fun is taking the two girls out to a community lot. You guys know I love to go to community lots and see who's out and about and, you know, make new friends. So that can be fun. Maybe they live directly next door to, where is it? Oh, it's on the other side. Next door to the Dirty Melba, which, if you're familiar at all with Pleasant Sims, she built the Dirty Melba as a bar for Strangetown and put it up for download, so I've had that in my game for quite a while. They live right next door, so maybe tonight, Friday night, they could walk over. Yeah, so Crystal was supposed to go to work today. Hopefully she doesn't get in trouble. It's probably because originally it was Monday and I used the day setter mod to switch it to Friday. Watch Crystal get fired on the first day. Anyway, so things are going really well here. Like I was saying before, I really want Kaylynn to find a job because she has to have one to financially support herself. She used all of her savings to move in and, you know, buy her furniture and stuff. I'm not sure where she was living before. Maybe she had an apartment like in Sim City or something, but she wanted to, like I said, she needed a change of scenery. She needed a change of pace. So this was where, you know, things led her. I think that Crystal and Kaylynn could become good friends. There's not a very big age difference. Kaylynn's only three, yeah, 3 days older. Oh, and look who's here. We have a visitor. This is Sarah McCarthy, so I think she might be a garden club sim, but for some reason this is one of Crystal's friends. So I suppose we're gonna go greet Sarah. Sarah must be a neighbor. She's like, welcome in. Nice to see you again, Crystal. Although, you know, it's supposed to be in my head lore canon, whatever you want to call it, that Crystal's been living here for years, so I can't act like she's new. So Crystal missed work today. That doesn't impress the higher ups too much. Be careful, or maybe Crystal's job next time. And then all of Crystal's friends are like, hey, call me girl. Like, oh my god, please relax. Please relax. There is not much community stuff for this apartment complex, but there's a chess table up here and they're already obsessed. So I just got a notification that Jan just got into Games of Glory, the gaming hobby destination. I never go to those. But I mean, other than this, there's not like a hot tub or anything that's gonna really, or a bar. Well, I mean, there's a bar, but nothing that's gonna keep the Sims congregating outside, I think. Alright, we didn't really finish our sandwich, but that's fine. Crystal's needs suck because she's been here since like the morning time and she keeps getting on that dang exercise bike. We're gonna have Kaylynn just go and see which jobs are available on the computer. This is a hacked computer. I could use it to get any career, but I'm just not sure if I want to, like, just see if something pops out at me, or do I want to use the career calculator to see, like, which exact career is perfect for her personality. I'm not sure. So right now there's law. I think that's a bit advanced for her. I like to think Kaylynn, like, has a pretty minor education, like, oh, that's ironic, education. Like, maybe she graduated from, like, a community college, maybe she has an associate's degree, but I don't think that she would have gone to university, seeing as how she was a maid very young. Education, substitute teacher. Education is a popular career track for family sims. I'll consider it. I will consider it, but I'm not dead set on that. Adventurer, oh no, to be honest with you, I rarely, if ever, use the adventurer career. It doesn't really suit a lot of my sims, but that's okay. Entertainment as a mime, alright. I don't know. And firefighting, oh yes, I always forget I have these NPC careers. I don't use them. I don't know why I have them. I think I've used them like one time. It's disappointing that there's not also a mod to make it to where, like, you know, if I made Kaylynn a firefighter and someone in a different household called the fire people, that it'd be so fun if, like, Kaylynn jumped out of the truck, but apparently that's not super possible, so. No jobs. That's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think on it, maybe get her a job tonight or tomorrow. So Crystal's laying down to take a quick nap, and this is what the bedding looks like. Oh god, it might be too yellow in there. Whenever the blue's not on, it's so bright. But she's just gonna take a little nap. It's only 5:30, so we'll come back whenever I decide where I want these ladies to go party tonight. So Kaylynn was taking a turn on the exercise bike, and who of all people called to speak with Crystal than Loki Beaker? So I'm gonna say yes. Crystal's gonna wake up from her little nap, even though she didn't get much rest, but that's fine. I'm not missing any opportunity when it comes to the playables. Oh yeah, I didn't even do a tour of this room, did I? But yeah, it's just a little hobby room. I wasn't sure I thought maybe Kaylynn was going to be arts and crafts, so I was going to put an easel in here, but in fact, let's do that right now. She's going to come over here, she's going to fertilize and plant some tomatoes because it's about to be autumn. Loki wants to go downtown. Oh, now I do say that is so tempting, but unfortunately the invitation will only be extended to Crystal, and I'm pretty dead set on taking Kaylynn with us as well, so we're going to stay here. That is disappointing, but perhaps someone, you know, Loki or someone else interesting will show up at the Dirty Melba when they go out to get some drinks tonight. So if there is one thing I'm realizing, it is that I would really love to add some new community lots to Strangetown, and I'm thinking about the possibility of replacing the Strangetown map terrain with the I can't remember who made it, I'm sorry, but it's the bigger map. I'm sure someone probably has seen what I'm talking about, but I'm not sure if it's possible to do that for Strangetown if it's a sub-hood. So if you know anything about that, I'd love maybe some advice on that. But anyway, so we're going to go to the Dirty Melba for now. I don't know how I got started on that. They're just going to walk because, like I said, it's right next door, and we are going to get there. So we've just walked up to the Dirty Melba, and we've been here a couple times before throughout different households throughout the rotation. But look who's here. Laszlo Curious is here. Just looking around real quick to see. Oh, Laszlo is the only person here. Okay, hopefully some more people show up. Kaylynn's gonna go. They're both gonna come down here, I guess. We have Brandy Laternu, Roger Benson. Oh, Roger Benson is a townie friend of Cersei, you may recall. Oh, Damon Monty as well. Wow. Okay, we've got teenagers here. That's fine. That's fine. Nothing nefarious going on here. If we don't meet anyone new tonight, that's fine. They could just use this as a bonding experience. New roommates celebrating their first night as roommates. It's kind of cute. Playing pool. Very nice. But look at this. Kaylynn wants to slow dance. She really has romance on the brain, whereas Crystal's kind of happy just earning money and skills. She's not really worried about anybody else. I guess it won't hurt to, like, talk to Roger, I suppose. Oh, it's so hard to see down in this little basement thing. They don't have, nope, they have nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, but she's still trying to be nice to him, and he's being a jerk, so probably worked out for the best. Oh my god, Ezra Broke is here. Okay. Loki is here as well, which, you know, Laszlo and Loki are both married, so kind of taken off the table as far as able to marry Kaylynn. It would be nice if Kaylynn met Laszlo. Is he leaving? I think he's leaving. That's unfortunate. He was the first sim here, the first sim to leave, I guess. Okay, bye. Looks like Ezra came and was like, "Stepdad, what are you doing here? You need to go home." Oh my god, they're all leaving. That's not good. Kaylynn said, "Screw this, I'm having a drink." She is, you know, a little worn out. I bet she's thinking she wonders if she'll ever find anyone, which is kind of depressing, but she wonders if she'll ever find a partner that will, you know, cherish her, and, you know, she has to put in the work too, though. That's the thing, is she can't just find someone that's gonna, you know, kiss the ground she walks on. That's not what she's expecting, but I'm just saying it's not gonna be that easy. She's gonna have to find someone to, like, initiate, like, a partnership with. Wow, there's, like, really no one here. This is so depressing. I don't understand why they leave, like, as soon as they get here. I guess the game's, like, trying to, like, send new people to the lot, but why does it do it so frequently? Like, look how everyone's just clearing out. Loki's leaving, too. Literally everyone's leaving. It's only 11 p.m. I wonder if it's something to do with the time. Like, maybe, because even though, yes, you could be on a community lot at all times, maybe it's, like, it's too late. Look who's here. It's Dirk Dreamer. We haven't seen him in a hot minute. Dirk is married to Hermia Cap. They live in Veronaville now. Hello. Again, not an available man. That's okay. I lost track of my girls. Okay, we're still down here playing pool. Oh, Crystal was trying to do a trick shot, and I think she messed it up. Oh, she's so tired. They're just hanging out in this basement all by themselves. I think they're getting along really well, which is very nice. See, Crystal didn't even have the chance to say hello to Laszlo. Are you guys gonna play pool on 2 different tables? Because that wouldn't make sense. Oh, she's doing another trick shot. Okay, well, I guess we can watch. Kaylynn, are you any good at pool? Any good at trick shots? Oh. Oh. Well, I think that did everything it was supposed to do. Look at that. It's kind of impressive. Alright, anyway, once again, no one's here. Oh my god, I take it back. So first of all, Kenneth Bertino is here, and he's wearing the little Timmy Turner hat. Oh god, this is, his hairstyle originally was a default replacement for this hat, so I need to get him another one. This has been literally so long ago, I don't expect anyone to remember unless you've recently binged my videos, but Kenneth Bertino actually is married to Mary Sue, so Mary Sue is now Mary Sue Bertino. He's just a random townie that she was getting to know. She popped the question autonomously, they got married, but now Kenneth is having dalliances with other townies. We saw this on a community lot when we were playing with a different family. So when I go back to play Kenneth and Mary Sue, I have to figure out if he's gonna continue cheating or if he was trying to gently break things off with his ex-girlfriend. I don't know what he was doing. But yeah, this is Mary Sue's husband. Much younger than her, if I'm not mistaken. In the meantime, it wouldn't hurt to meet him. I'm not planning anything. Oh look, Kaylynn just sunk another trick shot. Look at her. Good for you. I think by the time we get up here, he's gonna be gone. Okay, so we just met. He's in the kitchen. They have one bolt of chemistry. It's not like amazing or anything. But right now we're just gonna be nice because this is the first man. I mean, again, he's married, so I'm not planning anything, but just in case things don't work out with him and Mary Sue. Look who's outside. It's Olive Spectre, the atrociously evil witch. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really play with witches, but I do love Olive Spectre. I think she's pretty cool. Damon's here. Again, he left and came back. Oh my god! I'm sorry. I just got a little mind blown for a second. Why does Kaylynn Langerak have 3 bolts of chemistry with Dirk Dreamer? That is so wrong. That is so wrong. Oh my god. And yet, I love that, but never gonna happen. Dirk is very faithful to his wife. But wow, first Dirk, you know, he bagged Coral Oldie, if you guys remember that. Technically didn't happen during... Oh, they're talking about kissing. Why are we hanging out in the kitchen? Anyway, Dirk and Coral didn't happen. That happened before I started recording my Uberhood, but I had talked about it during my introductions. I actually just went back recently and rewatched some of my introductions videos to see, like, what I said, because I'm about to start playing those families again. It's been almost 2 years, guys, since I played the first families in my Uberhood rotation, so, I was going back to, like, hear what I was commenting about in each of the households, and I forgot about it until I heard myself say it again, that Dirk and Coral ended up together. Okay, so unfortunately this little outing was kind of a bust. It was very dead. There's a guy down here named Don Walton. I guess I could greet him, but otherwise, like, it's pretty dead. It's kind of sad. Crystal is over here talking to Dirk. I wonder if she has chemistry with Dirk. She does. Listen, Dirk is just, he's got something about him. Which, to be fair, he's very cute, so maybe that's why. She was just farting hearts for Dawn. But does that mean he's a romance sim? If she was already doing that autonomously. She has 2 bolts with him. I'm kind of nervous. Is he a romance sim? Oh, let's get a better look at him. He's blonde. He's got great eyes. I feel like I've seen him somewhere before, but, like, he's not a super reoccurring townie that I've seen. I'm so desperate to know if he's a romance sim. I'm gonna type in the bullprop cheat real quick. Okay, so Don is actually a knowledge sim. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, Don Walton is his name. He went to university. Well, you know, it's nice that they met and she has 2 bolts of chemistry with him, but it is almost 3 a.m. and unfortunately it is time to go. I really can't just stay here all night, and the girls, they're getting so tired. So unfortunately, yeah, it's just time to go. Crystal is ending this adventure. It's not completely a bust because Kaylynn and Crystal did get to spend some time together. You guys should be walking in that direction, but okay. But yeah, it was nice. Okay, so we've come home and it is almost 4 o'clock in the morning, so I think everyone is just gonna go straight to bed. That's what I would do in this situation. And we'll just regroup in the morning on our last day getting this family set up. So the carpool for Crystal is gonna arrive in about an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and wake her up now. I'm thinking it's more important that she takes a shower before work because she can eat at work. And Kaylynn doesn't have a job yet, so she's just gonna sleep in. She can wake up whenever she pleases. Oh, that was the first time we've ever used this bathtub. Maybe the second time. And it just broke. Alrighty then. Look, Andrea Hogan is a police officer. She is one of our neighbors. She's another Pleasant View townie you may be familiar with. Oh no, don't brush your teeth. I want you to have some breakfast. So Kaylynn's kind of chilling. I am definitely going to get her a job today. Let's take another look at the, the job selections, see if once again anything pops out at me. I was having a look at Kaylynn's interests and using the career calculator. All of her interests are kind of like in the middle, so she didn't have super high numbers on anything. Out of all of the careers available to her, the highest, like most likely thing that she'd be interested in according to this would be journalism, which is interesting. I was very close to making her one true hobby film and literature. Okay, we have dance, and thank you, Alan, for fixing my tub. We have dance, show business. I could not see her being in the show business career. She's painfully shy. Natural scientist, no. What the? Oh, I forgot I hired a maid. Slacker, no. No, so hold on, pause, because I forgot I hired a maid, so I was having trouble finding Kaylynn with the sim blender to teleport her. So my hack was I had Crystal hire a maid and picked Kaylynn, so when Kaylynn showed up, I just immediately moved her in. And I forgot, so we need to fire Remington Harris, because they're not actually going to have a maid. He's going to charge us. I feel bad. Sorry, Remington, but you have other houses you can clean. You don't need to worry about us. Thanks so much. And now I've paid him 28 simoleons. Excuse me, why is my landlord... Oh my god, he's doing my... Sorry, why is he... He's doing my gardening. I guess this is because they're plants and, like, usually the... Please don't do that, though. Yeah, usually the landlord takes care of the plants in the property. I didn't realize he was going to do these on my patio. It's kind of annoying, actually. This is supposed to be for Kaylynn, and now they're going to be done every day by him. Yeah, oh well. Well, I guess thank you, I suppose. Of course, she goes straight to the exercise machine. Alright, girlfriend. So, oh, just kidding. Crystal has a... Oh, I think this... Yeah, it's a hobby chance card. These are kind of annoying. It's the last day of the Inter-Office Fantasy League, and Crystal's team has a good chance of winning the title. Unfortunately, her star player is questionable for tonight's game. Should Crystal take the risk of playing the injured star, or should she go the safe route and bench him? She's going to play the star. Stick with the horse that got you there. Crystal decides to play the slightly injured starter and gets rewarded with a great game. Crystal easily wins the game and thus the league, securing the prize money. Wow, that was like a little over 200 simoleons. So, that was good. Sometimes I'm scared because sometimes the hobby chance cards can be borked and they'll bring home like a friend and it's like an NPC or something. It's happened to me before. As I was saying, before that happened, I wanted to select a job. I think that Kaylynn is going to get a job in journalism. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it's kind of cute. Because she has a college degree, it's starting her off at level 4 as a fact checker, starting with 385 simoleons a day. Her days off are going to be Saturday, Sunday. I don't have any issues with this. Yeah, I think that's kind of cute. A fact checker for like a newspaper, I think. Every detail and fact needs to be checked and double checked. In a world filled with lawsuits and libel, you're the paper's last line of factual defense. Yeah, so I feel like that's kind of good for her. I like it. And because she has a job now, she'll have skills that she needs to acquire. She has very high, like she's maxed out of cooking and cleaning. But it looks like we're going to have a focus on like charisma and creativity, so she'll have something to work towards besides a husband. Oh, and speaking of, she wants to be friends with Dawn and with Kenneth. Well, obviously I'm going to call Dawn. Obviously I'm calling Dawn. I'm not calling Kenneth. He's married for now. Dawn? Do you think he would come over? Probably not. Oh, he said yes. Look at that. Suddenly things are going my way. Here's another neighbor. It's Jan Tellerman. Looks like she's in the military career, which is pretty fitting for Strangetown. Alright, so Kaylynn has invited over Dawn, and of course it's Saturday, so we're having a little, what's it called, what did he call it? A weekend apartment gathering. So maybe we'll get some pizza. I lost them for a second. Alright, so she just wants to be friends. She wants to talk about her hobby. They can already kiss, but I'm not going to do that. Let's talk about nature, because she just found out she has a love for plants. Let's see if he feels the same. Dawn has quite an interesting facial feature, and I'm so sorry that it is only just now occurring to me that his name is Dawn, the same as Dawn Lothario. She and Dawn, so I really kind of glossed right over this, didn't I? I'm very sorry about that, but her previous experiences with love, not so good, right? I mentioned how she was, still is actually in love with Daniel, but the relationship is not really returned. Not, in my head anyway. And she is actually super, like, ambivalent towards Don Lothario now. She's not really interested in him. Unfortunately, they are best friends forever, but, I could remove that if I wanted to. She remembers kissing Daniel and making out with him. She caught Don cheating. This was the problem. So she caught him cheating. I don't know with who. And then she fell in love with him again. He must have convinced her. She met Lucy. She had a dream date with Don. And then she went on a date with Daniel. This is when Daniel got caught with Kaylynn the second time. Because, this isn't really the Daniel and Mary Sue video. But just for some backstory, Mary Sue caught Kaylynn and Daniel together once. And she, quote unquote, forgave Daniel. She didn't really forgive him. But they kind of just like tried to move past it. And Daniel did not learn from his mistakes and went out with Kaylynn again. Mary Sue kicked Kaylynn's ass. And divorced Daniel. And this is where Kaylynn caught Dawn cheating again. Sorry, I'm all over the place. But yeah, so that was kind of like the last thing that happened with her. Like after that, I kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that she existed. Until I was talking about her in one of my other videos. And I was like, I should probably make her playable, especially because they're getting older. And this is happening. That's happening. So my YouTube channel is monetized now, which is super cool, and thanks so much for that, you guys. But now that does mean I have to be a little bit more careful about what's on the screen, because YouTube's pretty sensitive about that kind of stuff, so we'll just watch from back here, I suppose. I can't believe it. This is less of like a getting to know you thing and more of like a booty call. But I'm gonna let Kaylynn have it because she hasn't really had anyone in her life since Dawn and Daniel. And even if this Don Walton, even if he's a fling, she deserves it. So we are just going to kind of speed along, though. They just made out. Oh my god. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. I kind of expected that to happen. But she's trying for a baby. Oh, and also this is Crystal's bed. Sorry, guys. Right now for me recording, it's pretty late at night. I'm kind of tired. So if I'm all over the place, that's why. But just bear with me. I am going to be so shook if she just got pregnant off that one try for baby. I have to know. I mean, like, I have to know. So I have this pregnancy test mod. It's pretty cute. Am I pregnant? And then she goes in here. She looks at it. She pees in the toilet. The game's gonna tell me if she's pregnant or not. Come on. She's crying. Okay, so Kaylynn is not pregnant. Alright, nobody cares. Vin, Aaron. Crystal needs to reach out to her friends. Oh, wow. This is kind of like very sad. So Kaylynn is so desperate for a child that she just tried to get pregnant by almost a complete stranger. And it's unclear whether or not she would want to like actually pursue a relationship with this Don guy, or if she's just trying to use him as like, just a method to get pregnant. I'm not sure about that. But wow. So she's not pregnant. Okay. I'm like relieved and disappointed all in the same go. If I'm being honest. I'd love for Kaylynn to have a baby, but I don't really know who this Don guy is, so for her to get pregnant by a completely random guy would be a little like underwhelming for me. I honestly hold just such a strong connection to the pre-mades, like the playable pre-mades, or even just the Pleasant View townies. So, I mean, I will have babies with townies if they, if it happens. I've done it before, but prefer not to if I can. So Crystal just came home from work. She earns quite a bit of money. So for some reason she earned 700 and something simoleons, but she only makes 630, which leads me to believe she must have networked with somebody at one point. Oh look, and she has the want to get a promotion. Lock that in. She needs 2 cooking skill points and 3 cleaning skill points, so she's got quite a lot to do. And of all things here, she wants to perform music for tips. Girl, Okay. She'll basically do anything she has to do for money. That's what I'm learning about Crystal. Maybe she grew up like financially insecure, so it's kind of like is really important to her to always have a nest egg to fall back on, and she realized living alone for so many years that she was really blowing through her earnings, so that's why she went out and got the or like posted, I mean, for a roommate. And that's the story. And I'm sticking to it. So she's pretty tired though, so she's gonna, oh nope, she's gonna take a nap. Kaylynn is coming out to hold hands with Dawn, so she got her wand for them to become friends. And now she wants to be best friends, and she wants to get a kitten, which would be so cute, but I'm not prepared for an animal in that apartment yet, so we're just gonna hold off on that. I suppose if Dawn is going to be a reoccurring character here, like if Kaylynn decides to get romantically involved past a, you know, one night stand, I might need to give Dawn a makeover and maybe age him up a little bit, because at the current age he is, you know, he would be considered far too young in my opinion for Kaylynn. So let's just say he's maybe just a couple years younger than her, and he's gonna get a new everything real quick. Alright, so this is the new and improved Don Walton. Honestly, his outfit's pretty plain, but I'm gonna be honest, I save all of my best outfits for my playables. And you can't really see it very well, but I did give him a slight shade of stubble, some better eyebrows. I think he would look nice with some 3D eyelashes, and I do have those, but I've not really been using them, so maybe I'll just hang out, hold off. I suppose I could just wait to make him look even better if it turns out he's going to become a playable, possibly. Right now, I think Kaylynn is just enjoying the company of someone that, oh, they just got a crush, or he just got a crush on her. She's just enjoying the company of someone that isn't a married man. And I'm proud of her. So, you do you, girlfriend. Oh, so yeah, I guess it must have happened at some point, but Kaylynn also has a crush on Dawn. I don't know how I missed that. So that's nice. I think they're cute. You know, she doesn't really have any other prospects, so to speak. Oh wow, Darren Dreamer. That would have been a fun combination too, Darren and Kaylynn. I have had Kaylynn and Mortimer together before. That was kind of a doozy, but I loved it. Oh wow. Yeah, she just can't keep her hands off him. I wonder if they'll woohoo again, because, could always try for baby again. But I don't think they will autonomously woohoo twice in one day. My ACR settings, I'm pretty sure are, not do yoga, are pretty high. Let me see. I think is it timer multiplier 4. Okay, so I think this means, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this means they would only autonomously woohoo once every 4 days. And maybe I could make that lower, considering I'm about to move to 4-day rotations, but I'll leave it for now. Not you guys playing catch out here. What is this? She's getting pretty tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and send Kaylynn get ready for bed. Oh, it's only 8 p.m. Oh, the phone is ringing. It must have been ringing and I didn't hear it. Come in here. Hello. Oh wow, it is the bartender from Melba. The dirty Melba. It's Amin Warner. I don't remember who it was. I was playing someone else and Amin was calling every single day. It was kind of freaking me out. I don't know what it is about this guy, but he really just wants to ingratiate himself into my my playable houses. I don't know. But I'm letting him chat. Okay, there you go. Clean that up so you can sit down and eat with Dawn. I can't imagine eating leftover grilled cheese. I feel like it would be pretty gross. I'm picturing it soggy and not crunchy. That would be bad. Oh, he's talking about the woohoo. He's like, so, how about round 2? You know, it's interesting. She's talking about maybe he's handy. I don't know. But yeah, they just met the night before and she already had him over. But like I said, I'm not mad about it for Kaylynn. Even if, like I said, once again, repeating myself, but even if Dawn becomes just a fling, I will appreciate it for what it is. I don't know that this would be a love match. I feel like there would probably be someone possibly better suited for her, but again, I can't really speak on that with 100% certainty, so yeah. Alright, girls, start getting ready for bed. How's your plants doing? Well, they're doing fine because I forgot the freaking landlord took care of them. Oh no, stop eating that. Last thing we need is some... Yeah. Food poisoning. Crystal is awake. I accidentally forgot about her and she slept all night long. It's 11 p.m. She's fully rested. But that's fine. So that will give us the opportunity to study for some skills for her promotion. She's already project leader level 5, so next promotion, you know, good for her. She'd be getting higher pay, all that good stuff. Wow, Kaylynn is exhausted. Are we sure she's not pregnant? Are we absolutely sure? I mean, that mod did say no, but, I don't know. Is it possible it could have been wrong? Sim settings, pregnancy, birth control's off. It was wrong. Am I crazy? Like, it definitely said Kaylynn is not pregnant. They only woohooed the one time. So the pregnancy test was wrong. That sure is interesting. I didn't know it could be wrong. Hopefully it's not broken. Kaylynn, I'm gonna scream. Oh my god. Oh my god, this changes everything. Oh wow. So Kaylynn did get pregnant, guys, by that one night stand. You know, well, I mean, maybe he won't be a one night stand. I guess maybe he'll become her boyfriend if he's amenable to it. But wow. The day after they met, their first woohoo, she gets pregnant by this guy, and she did it on purpose. And I mean, I don't really know this Don guy, so I don't think that he would have tried for baby on purpose. So I imagine that maybe she... I mean, I don't want to accuse Kaylynn of being a liar, but maybe she told him she was on a contraceptive and she wasn't? There's an idea. Okay, so anyway, after that shock, I'm just kind of still simmering in it. Crystal got her 2 cooking skills. Have some breakfast. Wow, I just cannot believe that. So she's going to be having a baby, and it said just 1, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if this is a myth or not. I think someone told me this is not true, but I remember hearing before that Kaylynn and a few others pre-made sims have, like, tokens in SimPE that would make them more likely to have twins. I don't know. I don't know about that. So I've definitely had Kaylynn have twins before, but... Oh, and then Dawn's leaving. I cannot believe she's pregnant. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm still just, like, in shock. I kind of want to use that pregnancy test again to see if, like, it would be right now. Because, I mean, to be fair, I did use it, like, immediately after she woohooed. Oh. Okay, never mind. She's gonna take a shower. I forgot. Okay, well, get out of there. Alright, so we can tend to our tomato plants. She has the wants to harvest good produce, so I'm gonna do my very best to take care of that stuff, of her tomatoes. And now Crystal needs 3 cleaning skills, sorry. Oh, it just ticked over to autumn. It's Sunday morning. It's actually time to go. I kind of lost track of time. But I'm gonna try one more time. Oh wow, you can ask to check if pregnant, so you could ask someone else to do the test. That's pretty cool. Alright, hurry up. I want to see what it does. Oh, that really makes her needs go down quick, doesn't it? See, now it worked. Kaylynn is pregnant. Okay, well, we learned something new today, folks. Don't use the pregnancy test kit immediately after woohoo. Give it a minute. Because you're gonna get a false negative. Wow! Sorry, I'm just, like, smiling so big. I'm, like, I'm pleased as punch about that. It kind of turned everything I said on its head, didn't it? Because I was like, oh, well, I'm kind of relieved, but, like, actually, never mind, because I'm kind of stoked now. If anything, she's going to wind up becoming a single mother, which is going to be really hard. She just got this job, too, and she's about to go on maternity leave, but whatever. You know what? If anyone can do it, Kaylynn can, and she knew what she wanted, so good for her. Maybe when we come back, I will try to decipher how I feel. Maybe it wasn't an underhanded trick, and possibly, like, Don wants children too, and so he meets this slightly older woman who's like, listen, I'm running out of time, I need a baby. And he's like, oh, I can help with that. I mean, I could go either way. I guess let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing, like, how you would like to see that go, I mean, because I could go either way. I don't want to think that Kaylynn's a bad person. Not that that would make you a bad person, really, I guess. But I mean, to do something kind of underhanded like that, like without someone's consent, would not be good on purpose. So yeah, I'm just gonna say, for the time being, she's pregnant, and that's all there is to it. She is pregnant. So it is Sunday at 7:48 a.m. It is the first day of autumn. I did mention this before, that we are just going to be getting the next rotation in autumn. So just to kind of like even things out, which is super fun. Can't wait to see all the autumn leaves. Not in Strangetown, I guess, but whatever. Not much happened with Crystal, unfortunately. She didn't meet anybody new. She's just kind of working. Her aspiration is crazy low. So that's definitely going to be something we need to work on when we come back, is maybe satisfying some of her wants, maybe focusing on her a little bit more closely, because Kaylynn's going to be pregnant for the majority of the next round. And, oh, that's the next question as well, is where are they going to fit a baby in this house? I suppose I could always rearrange this computer room and turn that into a nursery. I don't know where I would put the computer, though. But, you know, it could be done. It could be done. I really don't think that Kaylynn's going to have the financial means to support herself to move out. Maybe Dawn could move in. Oh, God. It's going to be a busy household next time. But yeah, on that note, we're going to be skedaddling. I just want to say thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was definitely something different after so many rounds of like playing, you know, Happy Little Families or Single Sims or something like that. Like, I enjoyed adding new playables. I think that's going to be really fun. I hope you have a great rest of your day, your night, your week, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!